Okay, a lot of questions about Terry Bradshaw. Will he quarterback Pittsburgh tomorrow night against Cincinnati? He broke that left wrist last Sunday against Houston. We have checked with Steeler coach Chuck Noll. Bradshaw will wear a hard cast. It is a half cast. He's practiced this week. Fine. His only problem is taking the snap from center. He experiences pain in that left wrist. Noll tried to have the center give it to him a little more softly than he normally does, but it threw off the timing of the Steeler attack, and so Noll says Bradshaw will have to play through the pain. If not, Neil Graff will be the quarterback. And meanwhile, Irv Cross, Ed Garvey, the Players Association, has called you about another pain.
That's right. Kenny Payne, the wide receiver from the Green Bay Packers, who was suspended and fined $1,000 last week because of disciplinary action involving some antics on the sidelines of the Cincinnati Bengal game last week. An agreement was reached between the Green Bay Packers and the Players Association that Kenny Payne be reimbursed his $1,000 fine, which he was, and also be paid for today's game, even though he's not playing. In addition to that, Kenny Payne was put on no recall waiver, so in a few hours he'll become a free agent.
Irv, let's check up on all the scores right now. Atlanta, of course, surprisingly leading the NFC West. They've got the hands full in Buffalo. 3-0, Bills lead in the second quarter. At the half, of course, the game you're watching tied at 3. St. Louis and Philadelphia, the Cardinals ahead at the half, 14-3. Jim Hart playing very well in that game. The New York Giants leading San Francisco 17-3. San Francisco terribly inept today. Baltimore ahead of Kansas City 14-6. The Colts scored twice first. Chicago and Minnesota. The Vikings now lead by 10 points in the first quarter. The Monday night jinx again working against the Bears. Cleveland and Houston. White Shoes Johnson, 87 yards on a punt return. Oilers also with a field goal. They're without Pastorini today. Hadel doing the job. They lead by a score of 10-0. We have some highlights to show you. Green Bay and Detroit. Bart Starr. Packers start very well. They just can't finish strongly for him. Watch here as Purifoy pounces on this fumble. Now, the Packers could not score. Bart wanted 6 down there. He's got to settle for that field goal. And then, of course, it was tied up at 3. Irv?
Brent, down in Philadelphia, the Eagles drew first blood early with an early field goal, but the St. Louis Cardinals lead at halftime by a score of 14-3, and Jimmy Hart gets his club on the board early with a screen pass as he fakes a running play here to number 84, Ike Harris, who rambles along the sideline and goes in and draws first blood for the Cardinals as he led at this point 7-3. Later in the second quarter, this time goes to Terry Metcalf, his great tailback, who goes in, and the Cardinals take a commanding 14-3 lead at halftime.
Irv, let's check in now on the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers, and you're not going to believe how badly these 49ers are playing today. Here's Wilbur Jackson on the fumble. Brian Kelly, look at 64. Where's the ball? Who's got it? You've got it. Let's go. All right, Pisarcik to Shirk. How's this for coverage in the secondary? 10-3 Giants. Watch the 49ers punt. Block. Good block, too, I might add, by Ernie Jones. No touchdown on it, but it does set up a score. Here it is. Spencer. 6. 17-3 after the extra point. Well, surely Jim Plunkett can complete a pass. Here he is with a lot of time. He simply underthrows the ball. Kelly right there picks it off. And what in the world will Joe Thomas do with this football team next week out in the San Francisco Bay Area? Giants winning easily in the Meadowlands. And the NFL Today will continue on CBS right after these messages from your local stations.
How far should an advertising girl go to get an account? Watch the new comedy On Our Own tonight following Rhoda on CBS.
During the 17 years of their existence, the Dallas Cowboys have had only one head coach, Tom Landry. He started out in 1960 with a ragtag expansion team which went the entire year without a victory. But right from the start, Landry knew he was going to build a mountain, as sung by Sammy Davis Jr.
Gonna build a mountain from a little hill. Gonna build me a mountain, at least I hope I will. Gonna build a mountain, gonna build it high. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, I only know I'm gonna try. Gonna build me a daydream from a little hope. Gonna push that daydream up the mountain slope. I'm gonna build a daydream, gonna see it through. Gonna build a mountain and a daydream, gonna make them both come true. Gonna build a heaven from a little hell. Gonna build me a heaven, and I know darn well, if I build my mountain with a lot of care and take my daydream up the mountain, then heaven will be waiting there. When I build that heaven, as I will someday, and the Lord sends Gabriel to take me away, want a fine young son to take my place. I'll leave a son in my heaven on earth with the good Lord's grace. With a fine young son to take my place. I'll leave a son in my heaven on earth with the good Lord's grace. Gonna build me a mountain.
Here at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan, the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions have traded field goals, and we have a 3-3 tie at halftime. I'm Lindsey Nelson with Paul Horning. Not a great deal of offense in the first half, Paul.
Well, this hasn't been the best ad for professional football. Let's put it that way, Lindsey. You know, Green Bay, the thing to keep in mind, if you're in that locker room, I'm sure it's going through Detroit's mind, they haven't scored a point all season long in the second half.
Right.
And there's been a lot of mistakes made, a lot of holding penalties again, and 3-3 tie. I think both teams feel pretty lucky to have a tie at halftime. Bart Starr's team, of course, had a lot of opportunities in the first half. Lindsey had good field position, a lot more than Detroit had. So Detroit's got to feel, I think, like the momentum might go to their side.
Dexter Bussey had a slight sprain. I think he probably can come back. And Dave Rollo, of course, went out with an injury. So did linebacker Gary Weaver in the first half for the Packers.
And that's going to hurt Green Bay's defense. Roller and Gary Weaver, both starters, of course. Clarence Williams has come in. He's got a sack. He has played well, but Detroit, I think, is going to come back. They look as if they're Landry's having a little bit more time throwing the football, and it looks as if his receivers are running a little bit better patterns. They have been open.
Both these teams, of course, are in the Central Division of the National Football Conference, and so they are intent on getting a win inside their own division. 3-3 tie at halftime.
I'm going to keep on doing that till I get it right. Yeah, I work hard and I play hard, and I use new STP gas treatment. You just pump it in your tank and it goes to work cleaning your carburetor. I take good care of my wheels on account of I'm cheap. I bet you are, too. Try it.
The Quintrix 2-color picture tube from Panasonic brings you a very lifelike picture. Because Quintrix 2 is our inline picture tube with an extra pre-focus lens that concentrates and focuses the electron beam to bring you Panasonic's sharpest picture ever. So lifelike, you may even feel you're part of the picture. Quintrix 2, one more reason Panasonic is just slightly ahead of our time.
Part of the new winning image for the Detroit Lions is our new stadium, the Silverdome. Hello, I'm Greg Landry, and I'd like to show you where I live and work. Detroit is known as the Motor City, and of course, we're proud of the many automobiles we make here.
Special part of the New York scene. It's the feeling you get when you're jogging in Central Park, walking up Fifth Avenue, riding the subway, or looking back on the city from the George Washington Bridge. The feeling that here, in what may be the greatest experiment of people living together, there is the greatest need for human friendship. That's why the United Way volunteers are so important. They work for the visiting nurses, Girl Scouts, Salvation Army, and many other agencies funded by the United Way. New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut wouldn't be the same without them. On behalf of the volunteers and the Tri-State United Way, we'd like to say, thanks to you, it works. For all of us, the United Way.
The preceding announcement was brought to you as a public service by the National Football League. We're getting ready for the second half of this football game.
Boy, they were crowd here. The capacity crowd really entertained. Look at this retriever. The Frisbee champion right there.
He's a wonder dog.
He never misses.
Makes all sorts of catches. I saw him earlier this year in a crowd with a Frisbee in his mouth, which made me believe he sometimes fakes it.
Well, there's the first half stats, Lindsay. Detroit 2-1 over the Packers. Landry 12 out of 16 for 101 yards. Net. That's 128 yards total. He's been sacked a couple of times. But Green Bay is going to have to do something here in the second half that they haven't done all year long if they want to get in this football game, and that's score a touchdown. I think Detroit's going to come out and probably maybe throw a little bit more deep patterns, because David Hill has been open on 2 or 3 corner patterns. He picked up over 20 yards on a couple of them.
So the Green Bay Packers are coming back on the field at the top of your screen. The Detroit Lions are already back at the bottom of your screen. Packers, of course, are coached by Bart Starr in his 3rd year as the head coach of the Pack. As their quarterback, he 5 times led the Green Bay Packers to the World Championship. Bart Starr was there in the center of your picture.
And Tommy Hudspeth of the Detroit Lions, Lindsay, has a very excellent record since he took over as head coach here of the Lions here at the Silverdome. He's 6-1. So he's been very, very successful here at home. There he is right there in the middle of it all. I hope we have some scoring for you folks here in the second half. Get a little excitement in this football game. A typical, I guess you'd have to say, Lion-Packer game.
Central Division, Black and Blue Division ball game. A 3-3 tie at halftime, and Mickemeyer will kick off for the Detroit Lions. Steve Mickemeyer.
And he's got to feel somewhat remorseful here at halftime, missing that chip shot there. Of course, everything is rushed on one of those field goals. The clock was counting down. He barely got the kick away. It was wide left, or Detroit would have commanded a 3-point lead here at halftime. He should have made that.
So he's teeing it up on the 35-yard line. And the Packers retreat to field it. They've got Steve Odom center deep, Middleton on one side and Kilbreth on the other. Gordon McCarty, the referee, sounds his whistle. And here comes Mickemeyer. Steve Odom back into the end zone. 2 yards deep, goal line 5. Odom out to the 10 to the 15. To the 20, and he goes out of bounds at the 24-yard line. So the Packers start 1st and 10. They have the ball at their own 24. And Lynn Dickey brings the offensive unit onto the field. Marty Smith coming out at a running back.
There it is. Well, that's enough to age Bart Starr about 10 years.
Nate Simpson is in a running back as well. Marty Smith and Nate Simpson are the running backs starting the second half for Green Bay. Simpson. He's got about a foot. That was that.
It's big Herb Arbus there in the middle. He's helping him. Lion defense. I think that stat speaks for itself. They've been a great second half team defensively.
Now it is Harrell in there at the tailback behind Marty Smith. Then Dickey swings it out to Harrell, and it's incomplete. Simply a forward pass behind the line, incomplete. 3rd and 10. Landry, quarterback for the Detroit Lions, along the sideline, getting a little rested here before starting
Nice soft touch of gray in the sideburns.
Distinguished, we call it. Green Bay Packers, 3rd and 10. Marty Smith and Willard Harrell are the running backs. Lynn Dickey swings this one out to Barty Smith, 25. Down across the 30.
Going to be short of the first down.
Garth Tenaple made the tackle, along with James Hunter.
So again, the Detroit's defense does the job.
Dick Geron is dropping back to receive the punt of David Beverly, as the Detroit Lions are going to rush 10. Beverly's done an excellent job punting this year for the Green Bay Packers.
Had a 54-yard punt in the first half.
Geron at the 31. Fumble the ball, and he gets it.
Oh, he's
Second chance.
He was lucky he got it back. There's a flag down. Boy, they just ran right over David Beverly, roughing the kicker here. I think it's Garth Tenaple. Let's see if we can pick it up. He almost blocked the punt here. I think it went underneath the hands of number 57, Garth Tenaple, and he just wiped him out. So Green Bay is going to retain possession. Well, that's the gamble that you take. That was very close to a blocked punt, but because it wasn't, Green Bay is going to have the football.
They will have it 1st and 10 at their own 35, running into the kicker.
That punter didn't have to act any on that job, did he? He was completely wiped out.
Personal foul, running into the kicker, number 57, defense. Automatic first down.
And there's the welcome. Welcome, Mr. Horning.
I'm glad to be here. Always am.
1st and 10 now for the Green Bay Packers. We're at the Silverdome, and a crowd of more than 80,000 is on hand this afternoon. Ollie Smith to the left side. Randy Bataha to the right side. Running backs in an eye for Lynn Dickey. Swings it out to Barty Smith. And at the 35, he's hit at the 36.
Oh, he was hit too. Ed O'Neill. Charlie Weaver there. Scissoring down. Barty Smith. Both backs swing out of the backfield in the flat. Dickey shoves it off to the left. Watch this hit here. Here comes Walt Williams up on the outside. Right there. Both the linebackers get a good pop.
A great deal of effort for a yard and a half. Harrell to the 39-yard line. Herb Orvis made the tackle.
Well, let's open it up a little bit. Let's start throwing downfield, Lynn. Downfield.
3rd down and 6 yards to go for the Pack.
Maybe it's just the Central Division. Does it seem that Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay, not so much Chicago, they throw the bomb downfield. It seems like those 3 teams throw a lot to their backs, boy.
Dickey throwing, and downfield complete to Bataha. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line of Detroit.
Good move by Randy Bataha on the square out. Downfield. 1st down. We've got him on the ISO for you. That's 28, James Hunter on the coverage. Now, he's got him covered pretty good. This just happened to be good timing, a good pitch. 16-yard pickup.
So now the Packers have the ball in Detroit territory. 1st and 10 at the 45. We have a 3-3 tie in the 3rd quarter. Bataha coming out now to a wide right. Ollie Smith to a wide left. This is Harrell. He's got to the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Pardon me, that's all. 2nd and 9. Herb Orvis and Ken Sanders made the stop.
Not moving the football on the ground and forcing him upstairs.
Cleveland 14, Houston 10 in the 1st quarter. Bataha is doubled to the left side, this time with Ollie Smith. Rich McGeorge is the tight end on the right side. Split the running backs for Lynn Dickey. Try draw play to Harrell, and he is losing yardage. About 2.
Green Bay so far today have only averaged 2 yards per carry on the rush.
An injury timeout, an official's timeout for an injury here. That is Herb Arvis. Herb Arvis coming off.
6-year out of Colorado. I like Herb. I like his wife, too. She's a doll. Got a pretty little lady.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
He's in a little pain. It looks like he might have hurt his wrist or in the arm area.
Then Dickey to Harrell. Got it. Trying to get to the sticks.
I think he did. Real good move by Willard Harrell, keeping his balance along the sidelines and just watch this now. Willard Harrell swinging out of the backfield to the top of your screen. He's going to do a square out here. Lynn Dickey's right on target. Now watch this good move. Weaver chases him and he got the first down. A pickup of 12.
At the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 Green Bay. Bataha to the right side. Doubled over there with Ollie Smith, who is set in the slot right. Marty Smith on a cutback. Drives inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. Picked up 5 before Ernest Price brought him down. 2nd and 5.
Marty Smith now. Good end zone shot. Now watch the cutback. Just trying to get standoff blocks there. It's a good left hand hook there of one of the linemen. Marty Smith cuts back, picks up about 6. Lem Barney in on the stop, or trying to get away from the stop.
2nd down play coming. Bataha far to the right side. Ollie Smith set in the slot. Marty Smith drives to the 25-yard line.
It looks as if they're going to try to go for the 1st down rushing. They had only 18 first downs rushing coming into this ball game, which was the lowest in the National Football League. They made 3 the first half.
3rd down, 1.5 yards to go. This is the 12th play in this drive coming up.
Yeah, this looks like the old control football that Bart likes, I'll tell you that.
Harrell looking for the 1st down. I don't think he got it.
I think he's a little bit short. What they try to do is they try to double team with the guard and Barty Smith helping out there and let the back peel either way, one to the right or to the left, looking for just a little bit of a seam. They're going to be a little bit short. Now what do you do, Bart?
4th down and 1 yard to go at the Detroit 25. You haven't scored in the 2nd half all season long, and you're in a game tied 3-3.
You're 1-3. You're going to go for it, Bart says.
Torkelson comes into the ball game now, and Harrell goes out.
He might wake up this crowd, too. Capacity crowd here at the Silverdome. 4th down.
Marty Smith and Eric Torkelson are the setbacks for Dickey, and they need 1 yard.
And give it to that big guy.
Marty Smith, 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. At the 22-yard line, Charlie West made the stop.
Barty Smith, all 240 pounds of him. Zone blocking up front. And Barty Smith just veers a little bit to the outside. He gets hit by Charlie West, but that's no match for 1 yard.
So the Packers keep their drive alive. We have 8 minutes, 47 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Score still tied 3-3. Bataha's going left and Ollie Smith right. And Dickey. And he is stopped.
Ken Sanders. It's his 6th sack of the year. And I think this was a little mix-up. Dickey wanted to roll out screen. Here's your rollout here, a fake. Now he's rolling to the right, looking back to his left. And the linemen, I think, are trying to lose their blocks and set up the screen. He just has no one to throw the football to.
2nd and 26. Back at the 38-yard line.
Detroit always gets a little bit tougher the closer you get to that end line, boy, that goal line.
That was a big play in the 2nd half of this football game. There goes Ollie Smith to the left side. Randy Bataha has come right. Dickey. Bataha, and it's intercepted.
Great.
Lem Barney has the football. Lem Barney with the interception, his second of the afternoon. Detroit first and 10. It's going to be spotted short of the 20-yard line.
Oh, what a great interception. Lem Barney, the safety man. He really made a great individual effort on that, Lindsay, to get the ball back.
3-3 tie in the third quarter.
Should have bought Mobil 1. The oil, it saves you gas, you know.
Should have bought Mobil 1. Helps you start at 35 below.
Should have bought Mobil 1. Engine temperature hits 500. You're cool.
Should have bought Mobil 1. You only change it every 15,000 miles.
Mobil 1, the oil that does it all. Take it from an expert.
Want to cut your fuel bills? Whether your house is new or old, put insulation everywhere. It can save you money. Your attic, you need a 6 to 12-inch blanket of pink Owens Corning fiberglass. Walls, full insulation. Unheated crawl space, insulate below the floor. Live where it's cold, insulate basement walls. See your Owens Corning fiberglass supplier to learn all about insulation. Insulation is cheaper than oil.
Here it is, Lynn Dickey going back. Now here comes the blitz. Green Bay picks it up. Now Bataha's open on the turn, and you see he's open. Only a great individual effort by Lem Barney, his second interception of the day. There he is. He's wide open. And just Lem Barney's fantastic interception. That's the 55th of his career.
First and 10 on the 20-yard line as the running backs are in an eye. This is Kane carrying down the right side, and Kane goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It'll be second and 3 at the 27. Willie Buchanan ran him out. Green Bay Packers had the ball on that last drive for 7 minutes and 15 plays before giving it up on an interception. We have 7 minutes, 52 seconds left in the third quarter, 3-3 tie.
Rick Kane, of course, playing in place of Dexter Bussey, who suffered, at least it was reported, a slightly sprained ankle.
Second down play coming for the Detroit Lions. They'll try to put on their own drive here now. This is Kane slashing his way up for a first and 10 at the 35. Dave Purifoy brought him down.
I like the way that young man runs. The number 3 draft choice from San Jose State is filling in for Bussey, doing a fine job.
Ball is spotted short of the 35-yard line.
Speaking of a fine job, Lindsay, O.J. Simpson has rushed today for 94 yards. That puts him over 10,000 yards a game.
He gained 10,000 yards. Landry, short drop. Luther Blue incomplete on a turnout.
He let that one slip on him. He was wide open. Blue on his quick square out. He just overthrew it. Pulled the strings a little bit too quick.
Second and 10. Detroit Lions came into this game with a record of 2 wins and 2 losses. Lost their opener to the Chicago Bears. Lost to the Minnesota Vikings last week, 14-7. Landry swings this one out. Taken by Horace King, and a loss on the play back to about the 28.
Quick screen, and Bob Barber. Bob Barber, defensive right end for the Packers. Now watch this. He's going against Jim Yarborough. He doesn't have a shot. There's Barber. He sees it right away. King gets it and says, where do I have to go? Nowhere. Bob Barber.
And a man named Fred Carr, lending assistance, number 53.
I promise not to go to sleep on you, Lynn.
Ball is back to 28-yard line. Now 3rd and 17. Charlie Sanders is in the ball game.
Downfield, Greg. Downfield.
Landry dropping back. Steps up. And he is stopped at the 21-yard line by Clarence Williams. Penalty marker on the play. Well,
he's walking off. It's got to be against Detroit. Holding again.
There it is, holding against the Lions.
They'll refuse it. Detroit will punt it away.
Decline. Was against Yarbrough. Wilbur Summers is in to punt.
Packers have been inside Detroit's 40-yard line at least 4 times today and have put up 3 points.
So with Summers deep, Harrell is back to receive the punt. Each team has had 3 sacks. Blake Summers. Long high spiraling kick. Harrell took it up to 36, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35. And out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A 43-yard punt, but returned to the 31. Green Bay again, 1st and 10 inside Detroit territory at the 31.
Oh, a great return by Willard Harrell. He's an exciting back when he's right, Lindsey. He can break the big play. Now the University of Pacific, a 33-yard punt return. Here it is. And it's a thing of beauty. In slow motion, we watch Willard Harrell down the left sideline. Bring up the music and let him run, baby.
We have 6 minutes, 8 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter, and it is still Green Bay 3 and the Detroit Lions 3 at the Silverdome in Pontiac.
You want to start something?
You want to start something?
You want to start something? Start using Rayovac alkaline energy cells, the finest battery Rayovac makes. No ordinary battery can last as long as our alkaline energy cell. In fact, one Rayovac alkaline can last up to 8 times longer than an ordinary battery. So if you want to start something, start using Rayovac alkaline.
Get something started with Rayovac.
When life's grind gets to you.
Go Mustang.
Mustang.
Let a Mustang take you away.
This is a great time to go Mustang because this year Mustang 2 is base sticker price less than last year.
Mustang.
The 78 Ford Mustang 2 T-Roof convertible.
Go Mustang.
So beat the grind. Go Mustang. A better idea from Ford.
Monday on Logan's Run, a man with a deadly mission is sent into the future to change history as 2 civilizations fight for life on Logan's Run. Monday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
Green Bay 3, Detroit 3, and it's 1st and 10 now for the Packers at the Detroit 31-yard line. Eric Torkelson and Barty Smith are the running backs for quarterback Lynn Dickey. Taha left and Smith right. Torkelson. No gain.
The Detroit defense has been superb. I want to tell you, years ago when we used to play those great series against Detroit with Karras, Wayne Walker, Roger Brown, I tell you, the Detroit defense used to get very perturbed at their offense. They'd play an outstanding game, they wouldn't move the football, and I have a sneaking suspicion that this keeps up. Detroit's defense is going to get a little bit hot at the offense because they have been called upon time and time again to stop Green Bay's offense, and they have.
2nd and 10, they're in a slot left. Harrell is in there in the right set. Harrell. And then Harrell bursts to the 25-yard line.
That's the quickness that Green Bay needs. They need Willard Harrell to break one here. Little draw over to the left side, picked about 8. Willard Harrell, who was the starter early in the season. Now, see that move, that little quick move off the left side. Jim Laswitz on the stop.
3rd down and 4 yards to go at the 25. Big 3rd down play here. Harrell is in the left set and Barty Smith's in the right set. Then Dickey to Harrell. He's got the first, I think. It's very close, but I think he has it. 1st and 10.
Harrell's put a little spark in the Packer offense here. There he is. He just went out of your screen on the right side. Lynn Dickey is going to him all the way. A and B circle. He just hooks up. Dickey now 8 out of 15 for 74 yards. Charlie Weaver on the stop. 1st and 10, Pack.
Marty Smith in the left set and Harrell in the right. They double Vataha and Ollie Smith to the left side. Marty Smith to the 18-yard line. Picked up 3. It'll be second down and 7 yards to go.
Oh, great pursuit by 55. Ed O'Neill that time. Watch a linebacker. Here's the end zone shot. Dickey. This is called 37. Just plain old 37 off the right side. And Ed O'Neill just makes a good play.
Second down. Ollie Smith to the left side, Vataha right, and running backs in an eye. Harrell is the tailback. Harrell has the football. Gets to the 16-yard line. Ken Sanders made the stop.
There it is, end zone shot here. Hand off to the second back out of the eye. Willard Harrell finds a little bit there, not much. Going to bring up 3rd and 4.5. They need almost 5 yards for the first down. Let's go upstairs here, Lindsay. You got to throw it.
Third down conversions. Green Bay today is 6 of 13. And this is yet another.
There's one of those linebackers. That key number. Safety blitz.
Out to Harrell, incomplete. Forward pass behind the line, and Lim Barney was coming.
A big play by Barney on the safety blitz. He caused Dickey to throw it very quickly. Here's Willard Harrell. It's a screen left to the halfback. Just a little flare pattern. Look at Barney. He caused him to throw it in a hurry.
So now Chester Markle is in to attempt a field goal for the Green Bay Packers. See, about a 32-yarder. David Beverly will hold for him. Markle 1 for 1, 21-yarder in the first quarter today. This is a 32-yarder. Beverly puts it down. Markle boots it up. The 32-yarder is good. And so the Green Bay Packers, for the first time this year, have scored in the second half. And it puts them out in front in this ball game as the Green Bay Packers are leading the Detroit Lions by a score of 6-3 with 2 minutes, 37 seconds left in the third quarter.
Sir, what's the hurry? Going to rent a car. Oh, well, you don't have to run. Gotta run. Oh, no, if you had an Avis Wizard number, you could walk. Walk? Call toll-free and let our Wizard system do the running. Just show a major credit card, license, sign, and get the car. I don't have to run through airports? Not with Avis. I can walk through airports.
We try hard, Avis. Avis, we don't know.
Grabs it, aligns it, defines it, sharpens it, tones it, and locks the color on track.
RCA is making television better and better.
It'll be the Green Bay Packers and Chester Markle kicking off now, and that is Rick Kane center deep to receive it for the Detroit Lions. Packers have taken the lead by a score of 6-3.
Going into the, 8th inning with Jackson, Munson, and the whole group up. 6-3.
2 minutes, 37 seconds left in the third quarter here. Gordon McCarter starts them forward. Referees behind the offensive team. That's he right there. And Rick Kane has it at the 6. He's at the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Kane to the 25, tripped up and falls forward to the 27-yard line. Jim Gano made the stop. First and 10 for the Detroit Lions now, who got a chance to try to move it. Well, tomorrow night, two mighty forces war over who shall rule the star world of the 24th century in the powerhouse adventure of Logan's Run. Watch for it at 8 o'clock, 7 Central and Mountain Time tomorrow on CBS. Dexter Bussey's back in. He's wearing a high-top shoe to protect that ankle. Now out into the flat right. Taken by Jarvis, and Ray Jarvis comes back to the inside, fumbles the ball, but the whistle is blown. It's at the 33-yard line.
Picked up about 6. Here it is, New York Giants. Anello, another field goal, extended New York's lead to 20-3 over 49ers, fourth period. Cleveland, well, they were trailing Lynch 10-0. Scored 3 touchdowns. Brian Sipes got 1 touchdown pass. And Forrest Gregg is on top. Baltimore 17-6 over Kansas City. 44-yard field goal by Tony Linhart, the last 3 points on the board.
2nd and 4. Landry still has it. Pumps it up to King, and it's complete. Horace King to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions.
Well, they got away with it, Lindsay. They had 2 men in the same zone there. David Hill and Horace King end up about 2 yards from each other. Watch, it's just a little delay over the middle. Horace King finds the open spot. Pass is complete, 14-yard pickup. 1st down, Detroit. That's what I like to see. Let's go downfield. Open this thing up a little bit.
Luther Blue goes far to the right side. Ray Jarvis far to the left side. On a delay now, it is Dexter Bussey, and Bussey's across the 50, 45, 40, 35, and to the 32-yard line. Dexter Bussey for a 1st and 10 Detroit. Willie Buchanan finally brought him down. That's Slim Barney along the sideline.
And he loves it. That's what they miss. They miss this young man in the backfield. Rick Kane has done a good job, but I don't think he can make the move like Dexter Bussey does right here. A big play on his own. 21-yard pickup for Dexter Bussey. And Detroit is on the move. They've got it at the 32-yard line now. 1st and 10.
The Detroit Lions trailing by 3 points in the ball game. We have 25 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. This is Bussey again. Finds running room and moves inside the 25. It'll be marked near the 23-yard line. Johnny Gray brought him down along with Bob Barber.
There goes. Watch the good standoff block there by 25, Horace King. And these 2 young men, they like to block for each other. Dexter Bussey picks up about 9.
1 second, and time has run out in the period. So, at the end of 3 quarters, it is the Green Bay Packers 6, the Detroit Lions 3 with 1 quarter to go at the Silverdome.
I've got a nice business, but I'm no whiz at financial planning. Fortunately, my Connecticut General representative is. He sure comes through for me.
Coming through for you. That's what CG people do.
My company needs an insurance representative as professional as our lawyer, tax advisor, and accountant. And Connecticut General always comes through.
Coming through for you. That's what CG people do.
Call us. We'll come through for you, too.
I was asked to talk about the incredible Black & Decker Workmate. There's almost nothing it can't hold. But the Workmate is so incredible, I'm going to let it do the talking.
The Workmate from Black & Decker and nobody else. When America has a job to do, it reaches for Black & Decker.
As we start the 4th quarter now, this is Lindsey Nelson with Paul Hornung at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. The Green Bay Packers are leading 6-3, but the Detroit Lions have the ball 2nd down and 1 yard to go at the 24-yard line of the Green Bay Packers. Bussey and King are the setbacks for Greg Landry. This is King, and he's got the 1st down. Horace King picked it up at the 22-yard line, 1st and 10.
They've got both Jarvis and Luther Blue in there now. They've gone away from the double tight end situation in this series. And Dexter Bussey has put some life in that Detroit Lion offense.
That's exactly what's happened. We had Willard Harrell come in and spark the Green Bay Packer offense. We've had Dexter Bussey come back after a slight ankle sprain and spark the offense of the Detroit Lions. Bussey and King evened up. King. Bussey throws the block. King comes inside it. And he gets to the 15-yard line. Got 7 yards on the play.
See, this is a good thing they can use Horace King. Now, watch the unusual quickness. He's the fullback. under this situation. He runs almost like a halfback here. He cuts back inside. That's Dave Purifoy first, and he gets help from Mike McCoy.
It is second down and 3 yards to go for the Detroit Lions, who are trailing by 3 points in the fourth quarter.
They've got to keep pace with Minnesota. Minnesota is leading the Bears 13-0 second quarter.
Jarvis left and Blue right. Checks to Bussey. Struggles his way to the 12-yard line.
Very close to the first down, Lynch.
Jim Carter finally brought him down, but they'll mark now. Mark the ball and then take a look for the first down. Bring out the chain.
I think he might be a little bit short. Nope, I think.
What do you think?
I think he made it by 1.5 inches. Tip of the football. Told you they were short.
By 1.5 inches. Tip of the football. Just a little short.
San Francisco finally got on the board. Wilbur Jackson's 1 yard out. 10-point lead for New York. Fourth quarter, Meadowlands. Minnesota 13-0. Chuck Foreman has scored from 2 yards out. 2 field goals by Freddie Cox. Shut out Walter Payton.
Third down. Inches to go. David Hill and Charlie Sanders in a double tight end alignment.
They cheated a little bit to the right side here. The back is up. So it looks like they're going to go to the fullback.
King's got the football, and he picks up the first down inside the 10. First down and goal to go.
End zone shot. That's Johnny Gray, one of the backs, defensive backs. Horace King comes right over the middle for the first down.
It is first down and goal to go now for the Detroit Lions. The Packers are leading 6-3. 13 minutes left to play in the game. Jarvis goes to the left side. Sanders, the tight end, over on that side. David Hill, the tight end, on the right side. Bussey's in the right set. King's in the left set for Landry. Bussey got 2. Or maybe 1 as he pushed back. Tom Toner made the stop.
I was going to say Tom Toner came over from the weak side to help out. Ball just inside the 10-yard line. Bussey now has 55 yards and 8 carries.
Second down and goal to go for the Detroit Lions as Bussey comes off.
Landry kind of looks for Charlie Sanders, I think, in passing situations close to the goal line. Of course, he's the all-time leading Lion receiver.
2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, and 1 setback. Landry to Jarvis. Jarvis. Touchdown.
Well, he had a man-on-man coverage with Mike McCoy as the Lions go 72 yards in 10 plays for their first touchdown of this ballgame. End zone shot. That's Jimmy Carter. Landry back. Good protection. The corner move. And he beat Mike McCoy. Ray Jarvis. That's his first touchdown of the year.
That one came with 11 minutes, 59 seconds remaining to be played in the game. The Detroit Lions have gone ahead 9-6. They have a conversion attempt coming. Danielson's in the hole for Mickemeyer. Steve Mickemeyer attempting the conversion. Danielson puts it down. Mickemeyer boots it up, and it's good. And so the Detroit Lions have gone ahead by a score of 10-6 with 11 minutes, 59 seconds remaining to be played in this game. We'll return to the Silverdome after this word from your local station.
Archie's surprise birthday party for Edith turns out to be the shock of their lives. See tonight's special 1-hour episode of All in the Family here on CBS.
Detroit went 72 yards in 10 plays, kept the ball 5.5 minutes, and now Detroit is kicking off. Steve Mickemeyer. Steve Odom is center deep. Odom chases it back into the end zone, 2 yards deep out to the goal line, 5. To the 10, to the 15, and Odom is stopped at the 19-yard line. So the Green Bay Packers start now first and 10 at the 19 with Detroit leading by a score of 10-6.
Well, and that game is very important as far as both of these teams are concerned. The Bears have fought back. Avellini a touchdown pass, but the extra point was blocked by Minnesota. 13-6 second quarter. Lions, of course, a game behind Minnesota. If the Bears could beat Minnesota, the Lions would win here today. It'd be a deadlock.
Willard Harrell and Barty Smith are the running backs. For Lynn Dickey. Harrell to the 22-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7. Williams made the stop on the corner. Harrell and Barty Smith. To the 25-yard line for 3, where it'll be 3rd and 4. Charlie Weaver made the stop.
Well, since Willard Harrell has entered this ball game, I've noticed Lynn Dickey has gone to him on 3rd down occasions, once with the little swing out of the backfield, what they call an A-hook pattern. And I tell you, they've got 3rd, about 4.5 yards to go. If I was that line defense, I'd kind of key that young man.
Bataha is left, and Ollie Smith is right. Barty Smith, Green Bay's leading rusher, picked up 35 yards in 9 plays. And Harrell can't get it. Neither can the defender, and it's an incompletion.
They keyed him, Lindsey. Good coverage. Charlie Weaver, there was the little A-hook pattern I was talking about. Here he comes out of the backfield, and Charlie Weaver steps inside here to almost make a good interception. But a good coverage, good defense, and the Lions, once again, on defense, do the job.
So David Beverly goes into punt formation, and Geron is back center deep, and he's got Kane on one side and King on the other. Gets on the 40, takes a bounce straight up into the air. Geron feels it. The scramble is on, but he's got it at the 36. Geron had the football 1st and 10.
Very dangerous, and he got away with it.
So with 10 minutes, 18 seconds left to play in this ball game, the Detroit Lions are leading the Packers by a score of 10-6.
In stage 1 of my life, I couldn't stand dull wheels. I'm the same in stage 2 with my new 78 Ford LTD2, the trimmer sportier LTD at a trimmer price, the LTD of mid-size cars.
If you're a sporty guy who appreciates the finer things in life, welcome to stage 2.
Isn't it you in an LTD2? You'll never know till you try.
Welcome to LTD2.
A better idea from Ford.
You know me. They still remember me as a senator in Washington. But there are lots of places where folks don't know me at all. Now that I have more time to travel and entertain, I recently got me an American Express card. With this, maybe they'll treat me like somebody important, even though I'm just a plain old country lawyer from North Carolina.
To apply for a card, call 800-528-8000.
The American Express card. Don't leave home without it.
Having dinner with clients is part of your job.
The trick is to gain a client, not lose a reputation. On Our Own tonight, following Rhoda.
Stay here, Mr. Barton.
Lions have it 1st and 10 at their 36. Landry is 16 for 21, 122 yards and 1 touchdown. Bessie.
Purifoy.
Out near the 37-yard line. Gain of about a yard.
Purifoy on the stop. Dave Roller was injured in the first half. Has not returned. Clarence Williams to replace him on the inside. Defensive left tackle. There is 83 in there.
2nd down and 9 yards to go. Bessie and King are the setbacks for Landry. Bessie. Nothing.
Ooh, good play. Number 77, Big Mike Butler, the All-American out of Kansas. Boy, Dave Henner was telling me, when this guy learns how to get rid of the block a little bit faster, he's going to be something at defensive left end. Look at the pursuit, Lindsey, for this big guy. He weighs about 270.
Third down and 10 yards to go for the Lions. There's a blue to the right side. 5 defensive backs in for the Packers now. Nickel defense. Landry looks for a screen. Penalty markers everywhere. Penalty markers all over.
They had 3 offensive linemen for the Lions, and it really wasn't their fault. They covered the screen well. Landry couldn't get the screen off on time, so what happened? I think those offensive linemen were downfield.
I think you're right. They didn't have anywhere else to go. Holding, though. Holding against the Detroit Lions. An interference penalty against the Detroit Lions as well.
I tell you, Tommy Hudspeth this year, I don't know if he thinks the referees are against him, but it seems to me, we've done a couple of these Detroit line games. They have had an inordinate amount of holding penalties called against them.
An inordinate amount.
How about that?
Still getting the administration taken care of. Gordon McCarty will explain it to us. The punting unit's already in.
Multiple fouls on Detroit. Holding, number 63. Offensive pass interference, number 89. Declined, 4th down.
John Morris Luther Blue with the offenders. There's Blue.
There's Blue blocking on the defensive back.
So with the declination to allow the down to count, it is 4th, and Summers is in the punt. He's averaged 39.5 yards today. Harrell is letting it go, and a long boomer goes out of bounds. There's no return, and it'll be marked 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. A 36-yard punt by Summers. So the Green Bay Packers now get the football, and they are trailing by 4 points with 8 minutes, 47 seconds remaining to be played in this game.
Schlitz Light. Schlitz Light beer has a third fewer calories than our other fine beer, and all the taste beer drinkers expect from Schlitz.
What did you just give you? His beer. It's the only light beer with gusto. Oh, yeah? Schlitz Light.
Beer drinkers know it took Schlitz to bring the taste to light.
I mean, it was really a good movie.
It was good, wasn't it?
Oh, honey, look, some poor guy left his lights on.
Larry.
Is he going to be in trouble?
Larry.
Boy, am I glad it isn't me.
Larry, it is you.
It is me. Oh.
The Die Hard has extra power to start your car when most batteries won't. Starting soon in your neighborhood. Sold only at Sears.
Jim Plunkett has thrown a 47-yard touchdown pass to Gene Washington to cut the Giants' advantage to 3.
1st and 10 now for the Green Bay Packers as they start here at their own 28-yard line, trailing by 4 points. Dickey, 8 for 17, 74 yards, and this one is intercepted at the 44-yard line by James Hunter. James Hunter, and he is at the 22, at the 20, and pulled out by Bataha at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10, Detroit at the Green Bay 19.
Well, we said it before, the Detroit line defense has just been superb today. They have had 3 interceptions, 2 by Lem Barney. James Hunter comes up, steps in front of the square out pattern, makes a good interception. This is Detroit's 3rd interception of the day. They only had 2 coming into the day. Hunter brings it back 20 yards and gives the Lions great field position at the 19.
Lions are leading by a score of 10-6 with 8.5 minutes remaining to be played in the game. The Lions send Jarvis to the right side, Luther Blue to the left side. They've got Dexter Bussey and Horace King at the setbacks. Dexter Bussey Still for a loss. Red Carr was there.
Engulfed by Freddie Carr. He had no chance. Nobody even as much as looked at Freddie Carr.
Loss of 3, second and 13 at the 22. Jarvis to the right side, Jarvis to the left side, Luther Blue to the right. King and Bessie. King. Pinned as he got to the 20 by Dave Purifoy.
Oh, there's some leather popping out there right now. That Packer defense aroused. Landry will have to go upstairs this play.
It'll be a third down and 11 yards to go for the Detroit Lions at the Green Bay 20-yard line. Charlie Sanders coming into that huddle, number 88. Talking to David Hill. Charlie Sanders comes right back out again. He was a messenger.
Let's see if they go to Ray Jarvis. He's on the left. He's on the weak side.
Penalty marker, and that'll be delayed.
I was going to say Jarvis was hoping, I think, to get man-to-man coverage up there at the top of your screen. Sanders, I think, was trying to get in with the play, bringing a play in for the sideline.
A procedure penalty. It cost him 5.
And Landry wants an explanation. The ball wasn't snapped. I didn't see anybody move.
That is the first penalty of the second half. First one that has been accepted.
Illegal procedure, Detroit. Number 8 into the huddle. And then left without participating. 5-yard penalty.
Charlie Sanders arrived and left without participating. You can't do that. 5-yard penalty.
That was procedure, all right. But
that is a very illegal procedure. Sanders now is in to participate.
They're going to double cover Jarvis on the left side with the safety man.
There's Williams there to make the stop on Landry. So that will bring Steve Mickemeyer onto the field with 4th down coming up.
A little unusual. But they'd go upstairs. They're going to settle for the field goal. They were trying to catch Green Bay napping on defense, Lynch. Going to hear some boos if he hooks this one.
This will be a 35-yard attempt with Danielson holding for Mickemeyer. A 35-yarder. Danielson puts it down. Mickemeyer boots it up, and it is no good. It was hooked. It was wide. Ball goes over at the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20.
This capacity crowd, that's the second field goal that Nick Mickemeyer should have kicked.
Steve Mickemeyer.
Steve Mickemeyer. His brothers had that problem also in Atlanta. We did one game, didn't we, Lynch, with Atlanta where he missed 3 chip shots.
And you know, oddly enough, the crowd had the very same reaction. We have 6:32 to play, and it's a 10-6 ball game. The Lions lead.
Energy for a stronger America.
Excuse me, Mr. Johnson.
Yeah?
Do you know you're one of America's most valuable energy sources?
I am?
That insulation you're installing isn't only going to save you a lot of money.
Yeah?
It's going to help our country save energy.
So?
So thank you.
You're welcome.
By saving energy, you're helping hold down foreign imports, while companies like Exxon develop other energy sources like coal, nuclear fuel, and solar power. Energy for a strong America.
Alcoa can't wait.
Here they come, pouring in from California and Vermont, from Texas, Oklahoma, and Georgia, from all over the country. Billions of used aluminum cans headed for recycling. Today, about 1 out of 4 aluminum cans is recycled and used again. Tomorrow, maybe 1 out of 3. Someday, maybe every one of them.
We can't wait. We can't wait for tomorrow. Alcoa can't wait.
Green Bay Packers have the ball, but they have it at their own 20-yard line.
St. Louis taking an 18-point lead into the 4th quarter. Buffalo, a field goal shutting out Atlanta in the fourth period. Cleveland 21-13 over Houston.
Harrell move over to a right set now for Lynn Dickey. Barty Smith picked up a yard as he drove it out to the 21-yard line. Ed O'Neill made the stop.
Flag down.
Penalty marker. Linesman's flag.
Well, that offense has surely had their problems, Lindsay. They've had 48 yards on 21 pass plays, 60 yards and 27 rushes. Now, that's the total of just over 100 yards, 108 yards on offense today.
Illegal procedure, 5-yard penalty against the Pack. Makes it 1st and 15 at the 15.
There's your penalties for today.
Illegal formation, number 67, first down.
Bob Kolkowski, former Detroit Lion.
Lined up a little bit too deep, probably in the backfield.
6 minutes, 27 seconds left to play in this game. Harrell. Just to the 16-yard line. Gain of a yard.
They're going to have to go upstairs if they're going to do anything.
It's Naples and English made the stop. 2nd and 14.
And they're slowly running out of time. 6 minutes to go here. They need a first down. They need a break. And that Detroit Lions defense is as good as they've been playing all day long. I doubt if they're going to make too big a mistake here, realizing that.
Lions are leading by a score of 10-6. And Dickey swings this one out, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Barty Smith, but deflected, incomplete. 3rd and 14 at the 16.
The second down play, they need about a 14. Ernest Price is 72. He gets his hands up and deflects the ball. Incomplete. I don't think Barty was going too far. Charlie Weaver had him covered.
Now it is 3rd down. 14 yards to go. Green Bay's ball at their 16. 5 minutes, 46 seconds to play in this game. Bataha double to the left side with Ollie Smith in the slot. Dickey. Up into the air and intercepted by the Detroit Lions. It is Charlie Weaver. Charlie Weaver finally got it.
The 4th interception of the day. Charlie Weaver gets this one. And this is the drill that they practice. This is one of the most practiced drills in professional football, the old tip drill. Here it is, trying to go underneath. The ball's tipped once, he's tipped twice, and James Hunter did a great job of keeping that ball alive, Lindsay. Randy Bataha puts a stop on his Detroit ball again. Good field position.
Weaver tipped it first. And Weaver tipped it 3rd, or rather grasped it 3rd as he recovered for the interception. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Dexter Bussey to the 27-yard line. Mike Butler made the stop. 2nd down and 9 yards to go at the 27.
And the Lions fans want a little action, even though their team got a 4-point lead. The clock's running.
Rick Kane has sprinted in there for Dexter Bussey now. Bussey has come off, and Rick Kane is in. The rookie from San Jose State. Tommy Hudspeth, the head coach of these Detroit Lions, arms folded. Landry has the ball. And it is Sanders downfield to the 14-yard line. Willie Buchanan finally pumping Charlie Sanders out of bounds.
And he broke a tackle. I think it was Steve Luke. He broke a tackle for Steve Luke. Got the first down. What a big play for Charlie Sanders. 13-yard pickup to the big tight end. End zone shot. Now watch Sanders. Right here. Here's 46. Steve Luke comes up, puts his head down, and just can't bring that guy down unless you put your arms around him. I'll tell you that. He pushed out of bounds. That's his 3rd catch of the day for 36 yards.
Bart Starr, hands behind his back along the sideline.
I know he wishes he felt as good as he looks. One of the all-time greats, both on and off the field, as everyone knows. That's Dick LeBeau, one of the all-time great Lions. In fact, he's played in more consecutive games for Detroit than anyone.
Dexter Bussey's back in the ball game now. 1st and 10, Detroit at the Green Bay 14-yard line. Blitz. Landry to the corner, and it is touched. Incomplete. Charlie Sanders, for one brief moment, had it on the fingertips. Steve Luke covering.
And he's pointing there. You'll see if we could pick it up. He loses his balance a little bit. Steve Luke was on the coverage. The Packers were in a blitz. Detroit picked him up. Now watch this, if we could pick it up. Ball is in the air. Right here, Sanders, I think, tripped. I don't think the picture shows, but he came out of his cut a little wobbly. He got one hand on it. Incomplete. He had his man beaten in the end zone for about a step and a half.
2nd and 10 for the Lions at the Packers' 14-yard line. 4 minutes, 43 seconds left to play. Detroit 10, the Green Bay Packers 6. Bussey to the 11-yard line. Fred Carr made the stop.
Most nervous guy in this stadium right now is Steve Mickelmar. 3rd down coming up. He's got to be saying, please, guys, make this 1st down. I don't want to have to try another one. If I miss it, I might as well keep running right through the tunnel.
3rd down play coming down for the Detroit Lions.
It is amazing. We did the Atlanta game. His brother Nick missed 3 chip shots.
Right.
Steve has already missed 2.
It is timeout, Detroit Lions. The Lions have called for a timeout. And so Landry and Sanders are coming to the sideline. A little consultation. Mickelmar there, hands on hips, a little nervous, sort of moving all the joints. CBS Sports Spectacular coming up at 4:30 next Saturday. And Leon Spinks and Scott Ledoux go at it in a big heavyweight championship, a rather heavyweight fight. And then Michael Spinks and Gary Summerhays will be going in a light heavyweight matchup. And Bernardo Mercado and Greg Johnson in another heavyweight. And then, of course, the world's strongest men competition, Paul Horning's favorite event, the wheelbarrow race. Competitors must push a wheelbarrow containing 750 pounds of weight up a 9-degree incline over a 30-yard course as fast as possible. All next Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS. Landry returning now to the fray.
They've got to pick up about 6.5 yards here. They've got to get inside the Packer 4-yard line for the 1st down.
Charlie Sanders, the 88. Gordon McCarty marks the ball ready for play. Jarvis out to the left side. Sanders and Blue to the right side for Greg Landry. That is Blue in motion across. Picked up by Hunter. In the air and incomplete into the end zone.
He was trying to get it to his big tight end, Charlie Sanders, who had to step on Steve Luke again. But he was hit from behind, Lindsey, and caused Landry to throw it astray.
Landry holding his side as he goes off, and Steve Mickelmar has come on to attempt the field goal. Danielson in to hold for him.
Keep your head down now.
It'll be a 28-yarder.
I noticed the last time that Mickelmar had a little tendency to raise his head a little bit on this field goal.
He made a 23-yarder. He's 1 of 4 and boosts this one up, and it is no good.
Again,
it is no good. Line of scrimmage will be the 20.
Let's see if we can get that back.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the replay, I think he just raised his head a little bit too soon, and that's why he's hooking it. Here comes in the middle. That's Ezra Johnson trying to block it. And you can see it. It went to the left. Now watch his head. Boy, he's looking up right away, Lindsey. There it is. He's looking up almost before the ball leaves his foot, and that's just a natural tendency to hook the ball.
So Steve McNamara is 1 of 5 for the day as the Green Bay Packers trail by 4 points. They have the ball at their own 20. 4 minutes, 5 seconds. Try a draw play to Harrell. Harrell moves it out to the 26-yard line. Well, it'll be second down and 4 yards to go at the 26.
Well, both these teams have had plenty of opportunities to put some points on the board, Lindsey, but St. Louis 16-point lead over the Eagles in the fourth quarter with 4.5 minutes to go. 21-10 St. Louis.
Bataha goes to the right side. Ollie Smith to the left side. For Lynn Dickey. Swings it out left. It is batted incomplete again. It's the big Ernie Price hand that deflects it. 3rd and 4 at the 26.
Oh, those defensive ends are taught if they cannot get to the quarterback, just put your hands up. Logan's Run tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
The Intergalactic Adventure Series that hits with the impact of Star Wars.
The what?
Intergalactic. Monday nights at, I wonder what that means.
That's got something to do with Galaxy, doesn't it?
I think so. 7 Central and Mountain Time. Tomorrow, a mighty battle looms for control of the Star World on Logan's Run. Dropping back.
Blitz.
The blitz is on, and Dickey is dropped. Back to the 15-yard line. Charlie Weaver got to him first. Number 59.
Nobody picks up Charlie Weaver at all. There he is in the middle, right in the middle, on the top. They picked up O'Neal, but that left Charlie Weaver free. Loss of 11 yards.
So the Green Bay Packers again have been unable to move against the Detroit Lions defense, and David Beverly is in to do the punting.
Now, Dickey has been sacked 4 times today. He's also been hurried on 3 or 4 passes by that blitz.
Dick Duran is center deep for the Detroit Lions. Beverly socks it, and Duran moves up. At his 45, he has it. Hit at the 50-yard line. A 40-yard punt by Beverly, and Detroit starts 1st and 10 at midfield.
We got a flag.
Basketball coming up again on CBS, the NBA, and it's going to be Philadelphia and Portland starting where they left off in the championship game Friday, October 28th, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS.
Dr. J and Big Bill. There was a flag down. I think it was against the Packers.
Number 78 of the Kickers declined. 1st down.
Violation of the kick coverage rule, but the Detroit Lions decline it. They want the ball at the 50-yard line. I don't blame them.
Well, Lynn Dickey's had a hard time with that Detroit Lion defense. 8 out of 21, 74 yards, 4 interceptions. Going into today's game, he had 6 interceptions in the first 4 games, so he's already to the 10 mark.
Lions are leading by a score of 10-6 with 3:17 on the clock. Horace King. No gain. Back defense pinned him at the 52nd and 10.
That'll take 30 seconds off that clock.
Clock is running, and we are down now to 3 minutes as we approach the 2-minute warning. Here comes Rick Kane into the lineup. There you see the clock running. Purifoy is limping off. Purifoy is limping off for the Green Bay Packers. The far side. Second down, 10 yards to go. Loose of blue, far to the left side. Kane and King. Landry. And it's completed. Taken by David Hill. And David Hill's inside the 30. Fumbled the football. And the Green Bay Packers recovered at the 29-yard line. The Packers get it 1st and 10.
I think Willie Buchanan gets it back. Greg Landry under a rush here. He'll step up into the pocket and over to his right a little bit. Gets a great pass off. David Hill catches it, but can't hold on. This would have been Detroit's ball. Great field position. There goes the ball, and Willie Buchanan comes up. Take a look at the pressure here. He steps up to the inside. That's Bob Barber. Beautiful pass. Right on target to David Hill, but he can't hold the handle. Green Bay's got another shot.
2 minutes, 20 seconds left to play in the game.
They won't fool around. They'll go upstairs.
Dickey guns it, and Vataha has it at the 49-yard line. First and 10 for the Packers at the 49. Lem Barney made the stop.
Randy Vataha, he's made a lot of these catches. Remember when he was with New England Patriots, catching from his teammate at Stanford, Jimmy Plunkett, 51 catches as a rookie, and Len Dickey comes back underneath a lot of pressure and puts it right on the button. 20-yard pickup.
Now we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it is Detroit 10 and the Packers 6 with 2 minutes left to play in this ball game.
With the price of most things going up, the sticker price of Pinto, the best-selling American small car, is coming down. As of October 3rd, new 78 model Pintos with more standard features will have a lower sticker price than last year's model comparably equipped. Important features are now standard, like AM radio, power front disc brakes, rear window defroster, tinted glass, and protective body side moldings. Ford Pinto, more car for the money than last year. Also, Ford has announced substantial sticker price reductions on their sporty 1978 Mustang IIs. And Fiesta, with Europe's most successful new car introduction in history, has already become a sales success in America. Then there's Ford's newest better idea, Fairmont. Fairmont is roomy, but with mileage like a small car. And even this Fairmont wagon is base sticker price lower than a four-door VW Rabbit. So the Ford dealers seem to have the edge in choice and value. Pinto at a lower sticker price. Mustang at a lower sticker price. Fiesta, a new import success. And Fairmont, a new car for a new age. At Ford, the better ideas keep coming.
There's Bart Starr walking away. Len Dickey, Zeke Brakowski. That's Bart's bodyguard. There they are on the sideline. Zeke's the one with the funny-looking ear.
First and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. They have the ball at their own 49. They trail by 4 points with 2 minutes to play. Len Dickey. Complete at the 41-yard line to Ollie Smith. That's going to be another first down.
Ollie Smith in a little turn-in pattern here. Dickey's right on target. Watch the Packer line pick up the blitz. Now, he's hit just a little bit before he caught the football. It's a good catch.
Referee stopped the clock to get everybody properly aligned. It starts again with 1:40. Packers have 3 times out left, and the Detroit Lions have 2 remaining. Now, contact made on the far side. Ken Sanders came charging across. I don't know if he was pulled off or not.
Greg Cook, the rookie over there from Arkansas, did he move or not?
He did.
There it is. Yep. Ken Sanders using the experience there. Greg Cook just moved a little bit. Those guys at that experience going to come right across.
Number 68, offense, first down.
Greg Cook playing over there in place of Dick Himes, who was injured early in the ball game. First and 15 for the Packers at the Lions, the 46-yard line. 1:31 on the clock. The Lions are leading 10-6.
They also have Dick Duran in now, 5 defensive backs.
Then Dickey dropped at the 46-yard line. He is dropped by Ken Sanders.
I think Doug English was the first one to get there. Watch from the middle. No blitz this time. Doug English, they have a little exchange. He goes outside, in comes inside. There's English right there, forces him up. And it's Herb Arvis and Ken Sanders also right there. Sanders getting the official sack.
Second down and 23 yards to go at the 46. Packers are now back in their own territory, driven back by the Detroit defense. Len Dickey. That was deflected at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. 3rd and 23 at the 46. Ernie Price for the 3rd time today. Got a big hand up to deflect it.
Well, I tell you, they're forcing the penetration here of the offensive line back right into the face of the quarterback. Watch this. There they go. They'll start to retreat now. Now, Dickey goes back. He's 8 yards. When he comes up to throw the football, everybody's around him.
Big 3rd down play coming for the Green Bay Packers. NFL Regionals coming up next week. Dallas and Philadelphia, Green Bay and Tampa Bay, the New York Giants and Washington Redskins, Atlanta and Chicago, New Orleans and St. Louis, Detroit and San Francisco. Next Sunday on CBS. 3rd and 23 now at the 46-yard line. Dickey. And a diving catch by Ollie Smith with no contact. Now he fumbled. The Detroit Lions trying to pick up the football. The scramble is on there, and Detroit's got it at the 18-yard line. It is Dick Duran on the football. Dick Duran on it. You saw Walt Williams try to pick it up.
I'm telling you, Bart Starr on the sideline, I'm keeping my eye on him. He is just ejected. This is a completed pass. They picked up the blitz beautifully, got man-to-man coverage. Ollie Smith makes a great catch here, right here. Now that's first down.
No contact, so he can advance.
No contact, so he's going to get up now. Right there. Lem Barney calls the interception, and Dick Duran has a hard time getting. That's Walt Williams, and Duran has it. Detroit's football.
58 seconds left to play in the game. Penalty markers. Procedure penalty against the Lions will cost them 5. Move it back to the 13-yard line, make it 1st and 15.
Well, I tell you, I'd hate to be a member of that offensive team. Anybody next week at the Packers, when you watch a game film during the week.
Number 73, first down.
73, that's Russ
Bollinger.
Russ Bollinger. I was saying I'd hate to be a member of that offensive team for the Packers next week, Lindsay. When you look at the films, when you go over this game, how many mistakes, how many giveaways they've had.
King and Bussey in there for Detroit. Bussey. Got to the 15-yard line for 2. We're going to get a timeout here. Green Bay Packers stop the clock. 52 seconds left. That is the first of 3 allotted times out for the Green Bay Packers. So with 52 seconds left, the Lions are still leading by a score of 10-6 at the Silverdome.
Come on, old trademark. Time for your walk. What's the hurry? I know where we're going. To where your family began. With the same Levi's blue jeans worn by this man. Hey, you've come quite a ways, little registered Mark. Now that I see these guys by the park dressed in your newest edition, sums it up right there. Levi's Sportswear. Trademark, I know what you'd say if you could. Levi's don't have to be blue, just have to be good.
Pabst Blue Ribbon wouldn't dare challenge anyone to take on the raging Colorado in a wooden boat. But we do challenge you to discover a better tasting premium beer. Taste and compare Pabst with the beer you're now drinking. We know you'll taste the difference Blue Ribbon quality makes. Pabst, since 1844, the quality has always come through.
2nd and 13 at the 15 for Detroit. This is Kane, Rick Kane to the 20. Balls forward to the 25-yard line. Tom Toner made the stop. 3rd and 3.
8-yard pickup, Lindsay, by Rick Kane. It's a big 8 yards here. Cuts back to the inside. Good blocking up front. That's Russ Bollinger, the guard, the left guard out in front of him. He screens to the outside. Knocks Buchanan outside. Good cut back. Kane picks up 8.
And again, the Green Bay Packers have taken a timeout. They're second. They have 1 remaining.
They must hope to stop him here on 3rd down. Force Detroit into a punt.
That's exactly what they're hopeful of. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 yards to go. 3rd and 3 for the Detroit Lions at their own 25. A big play here with 44 seconds left and Detroit leading 10-6.
We beat Detroit in the same situation. Back in about 61 or 62, Milt Plum to the sideline was intercepted for a touchdown. I'm sure he's not going to throw it.
King, he got the first down, I think. I think that last spin did it. They're going to stop the clock to take a long look now.
That'll be it if it's a first down.
Well, they move it back a little. Spotted it back just a little bit. McCarter spots it. The linesman, of course, marks the forward progress of the ball, and he is telling McCarter where to spot it.
First down.
1st and 10. So the Detroit Lions keep the football. Green Bay has only 1 timeout remaining. It is a first down, and the clock is running with 32 seconds, 31 seconds, 30 seconds. First and 10 short of the 29-yard line. You see the clock running in set. Detroit's in no hurry. They're leading by a score of 10-6. Might even take a delay in order to get the full use out of the clock. Landry hits the deck. Tempers are flaring here with seconds remaining. The referee separates them. And time has run out and the game is over. So, the Detroit Lions have defeated the Green Bay Packers by a final score of 10-6 in a game that was essentially a struggle here at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan, before a sellout crowd of more than 80,000 fans. Bart Starr out there for a hand check with Tommy Hudspeth. Final score, Detroit 10 and the Packers 6.
Cold night, Bob. Did you put in the Prestone antifreeze?
Prestone, Prestone. Who needs Prestone?
Prestone. You need Prestone.
If your antifreeze is worn out or you don't have enough, you could be in trouble. So put in a fresh fill of Prestone, too, to prevent corrosion and freeze-ups.
Prestone! We need Prestone!
Prestone. You need Prestone.
America, you've been changing.
Coming, going, changing, growing. The things that make up life.
Why is Bank AmeriCard becoming Visa? To keep up with you.
You're traveling, you're moving, you're taking more from life.
Today, you need money that's good around the corner, all across America, and in 117 countries around the world. That's why Bank AmeriCard is becoming Visa, the most widely recognized card in the world. Visa, we're keeping up with you.
It was a struggle here at the Silverdome this afternoon, Paul Horning, but the Detroit Lions got back on the winning side to run their record to 3 wins and 2 losses with a 10-6 victory over the Green Bay Packers.
Well, it wasn't too much of an artistic triumph for Detroit, but they'll take it. Defensively, they were just magnificent. Of course, Green Bay caused a lot of their own mistakes, had plenty of opportunities in the first half. Those 4 interceptions for Detroit just came at the right time.
Essentially, that was the story of the ball game. Sparked a little bit, the Green Bay offense was, by Willard Harrell in the third quarter. And Dexter Bussey came back into the ballgame to spark the Detroit offense a little late in the ballgame.
And if you're a member of the Detroit Lions, you're going to go down in that locker room, find out what Minnesota and Chicago are doing, because they're a game behind Minnesota. They travel to San Francisco, and of course, we'll pick them up in Dallas 2 weeks from now.
Well, the Green Bay Packers, of course, that's their 4th consecutive loss, so they've got to realize they have a lot of work to do.
They sure do. They just had so many problems on that offensive line, moving the football. Dickey was in trouble all afternoon. He was rushed. He was sacked 4 or 5 times. He had to hurry the football on occasion. Detroit's defense really was the difference. Green Bay had plenty of opportunities in the first half to put 2 or 3 touchdowns up.
As you point out, the Detroit Lions must keep an eye on the Minnesota Vikings and also on the Chicago Bears. They're in the same division with the Packers and with Tampa Bay. Don't have to keep much of an eye on Tampa Bay at this stage, but next week now, the Detroit Lions will be playing San Francisco, a strange football team.
And they're having their problems. You know, starting this year, I think everyone felt that San Francisco was going to be a lot better football team. Plunkett just is not the Jim Plunkett of old. You have to say it. Got 2 fine running backs. They're coming back today. Last score I think we had was a 3-point difference, 20-13 over New York, who, very frankly, New York is not one of the best football teams in the league.
Paul, you were a kicker. What does Steve Mickemeyer do now?
He's very happy. I'll tell you, he's not happy with his performance, but if you look up on that board, he had a chance to put Detroit out of reach by more than a touchdown on 3 or 4 occasions today. He missed 3 chip shots. He should have kicked a few, and he's just got to go back. He's going to look at the films next week, and I think if he looks at them very critically, he's going to find out that he's looking up a little bit.
Detroit defeated Green Bay here at the Silverdome by a final score of 10-6 before a sellout crowd of more than 80,000. Washington and Dallas will be coming up now on most of these same stations. Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys, and that one is always a war, so be sure and stay tuned for that one coming up on CBS. Final score here, once again, the Detroit Lions 10 and the Green Bay Packers 6. This is Lindsey Nelson with Paul Horning. Stay tuned as the NFL Today continues after this word from your local station.
Major Winchester speaks into a microphone and lets it all hang out. His opinions on the people in the MASH unit. What he says makes for mighty interesting listening and viewing on MASH this Tuesday night on CBS.